Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Go Bowling Military Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a squad from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Pitt Panthers offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David.
There he goes! He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They just keep firing. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
I know he's incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
The Panthers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. The Pirates offense will have its first possession of the game. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football. I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, I remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
The Pirates can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And the Pirates are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The Pirates will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Using his legs, it's Reed. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort, nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Trying play action. That's caught. It's Lee. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Setting up the screen. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. He'll do it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hauser. Finds his tight end. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Four wide receivers spread out on 2nd and 6. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at it. If you do that, then you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Working that left side now. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Pirates will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw from.
Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Pirates didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, ECU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the 2nd quarter. They got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Finds a tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pressure coming. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Pitt will line up to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll run play action. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hauser. The short hands, it's Smith. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
And the Pirates are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And the Pirates will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Reed. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Tight end now in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Lee. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Slithers into space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Touchdown, Pitt! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a defense, you have to be aware, just because this guy lines up all the way to the right, that doesn't mean he's going to run routes all the way across your face. They lost track of him, and because of that, it was a big explosive play.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Quick strike complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I think that time offensively, we're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Pirates! How about this backstop? staying on track and getting it in on the option.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if they're going to run the football late in the game in this situation, not that close to scoring zone, they've got to take a timeout here. You've got to make sure you save as much time as possible and communicate with your quarterback.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Wide open downfield. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make...
Turning it on! They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Pittsburgh.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And start the celebration. He wins it from 45.